Hare Krishna, Namaste.
Chapter 13 is entitled as Kshetra, Kshetrajña Yoga, also as Prakriti Purusha Vibhaga Yoga, also as Prakriti Purusha Viveka Yoga. Sloka 17, Part 2. Avibhaktaṁ ca bhūteṣu vibhaktam iva ca sthitam bhūta-bhartṛ ca jñeyaṁ grasiṣṇu prabhaviṣṇu ca. As we have been doing past few slokas, the first part, understanding the sloka from the viewpoint of Paramatma, and the second part from the viewpoint of Muktatma. We will continue on this sloka as well. Tat, that Atma, bhūteṣu, even when residing within the body, avibhaktaṁ, is of unchanging nature. Vibhaktam iva sthitam ca, because the ignorant persons delude themselves as human being, devata, etc. It appears to be as if they are divided. Bhūta-bhartṛ ca jñeyaṁ, because it sustains the body made of the 5 elements, it is to be comprehended as different from the body. Grasiṣṇu, devouring the food to nourish the body. Prabhaviṣṇu ca, transforming the food consumed into blood, urine, etc., which are caused by it. What it means here is that the self, the Atma, is of the same nature. It never changes. Whether it exists within the human body or a body of devata or an animal doesn't matter. Atma is same, irrespective of whatever the body it takes. But for the ignorant, the people who doesn't have knowledge, it appears to be of different forms. In simple terms, the Atma which resides in the human body is not human Atma. The Atma which resides in Devata body is not Devata Atma. The Atma which resides in dog's body is not dog Atma, snake Atma, plant Atma. Atma are not designated with their bodies. And these Atmas are all not of different varieties, where there are human Atmas, there are Devata Atmas, there are plant Atmas. That's not the way it is. Atmas are unchangeable, they are same all the time. And all the Atmas are similar, not same one to say they are all different, but they are all similar Atmas. In their essential nature, there is no difference between Atma to Atma. The differences that we see is only in the body. So the people who doesn't have this knowledge, they see differences in the bodies because they relate the Atma and body to be same. Or they think it is cow's Atma, it is human Atma, it is Devata Atma, which is a wrong understanding. Let's see an example here. Cow. The cows of different colors, brown color cow, white color cow, mix of colors of cows, we see different colors of cows, but the milk they all yield is white in color. The milk given by the various cows is not the same. They are all different milk, but they are indeed milk. They are of same kind, but they are not same. Similarly, the Atma, which takes different bodies, its essential nature is always same. It doesn't change. It is only the body which we see the differences. But those who doesn't have knowledge, they think the essential nature of Atma itself changed as they see different bodies. Therefore, the point is that the Atmas are not divided as they take different bodies. It's the same Atma. And that is what is being mentioned over here in this Sloka. Though he is in various forms, he is not divided. Whatever he eats, he is different from what is being eaten. Whatever he creates, he is different from what is being created. Whatever he sustains, he is different from what is being sustained. Wherever he is situated, he is different from where he is situated. In other words, he lives in the body but is not the body. He eats food items like rice, dal, sabji, etc. but is not the things that is being eaten. He produces urine, stool, etc. but he is not urine, stool, etc. Therefore, we can understand that the Atma is different from the Achetanas, these material elements. That is, Atma is different from the body. Say if we pour a glass of milk into the mouth of a corpse, a dead body, it does not get swallowed, nor does the food in the stomach of a dead person get transformed through digestion. Therefore, it cannot be argued that the Achetana, the body, swallows, and the body is a cause of food being consumed, or the body is a cause of evolving that food into different byproduct. Therefore, in this sloka, it is said, grasiṣṇu, prabhaviṣṇu. That is, because the Atma, which is present in the body is able to do certain functionalities. Therefore, whatever the functionalities that's done by the body is actually done by the self. Whatever the production happens through the body is actually done by the self, the Atma. And that is what is mentioned as grasiṣṇu and prabhaviṣṇu. Because absence of Atma, though the body is present, it cannot produce anything. It cannot eat anything. It pretty much can't do anything. Before we conclude, the third line of the sloka, bhūta-bhartṛ jñeyaṁ, has to be understood clearly. All this while, we have been doing two parts. The first part as Paramatma and the second part as Muktatma. And we see how whatever Paramatma can do can also be done by the Muktatma. The same verse is equal to both Paramatma and Muktatma. And this particular line says that he is the sustainer and maintainer. So is Muktatma the sustainer of all living entities? Is he the maintainer of all living entities? Is he the cause of everything? because that's how we've been learning past few slokas. In 14 sloka, we learned his legs and hands are everywhere. And in 15 sloka, we learned even without senses and with senses, he is not limited. Therefore, Paramatma is not limited. Muktatma is also not limited. In the 16th sloka, we learn the Paramatma is within and without, is in and out, is moving and not moving. And we also saw how Muktatma is also in and out, is also moving and not moving. Over here in the 17th sloka, we saw in the previous session that it is Paramatma, the Supreme Lord, who is the maintainer and then sustainer of the living entity. Now, if we apply the same principle, what we've been going through all these previous slokas over here, that the Muktatma is the maintainer, sustainer of the living entities, then that's a wrong understanding. That is only done by the Supreme Lord, not by Muktatma, not even by Nityatmas. Therefore, Muktatmas are not the Adharam, the base, the foundation. They are not the sustainer, maintainer of all the living entities. That is not possible with any of the Atmas. It is the quality and function of Brahman, the Supreme Lord, not of any other Atmas. So if that is the case, then how do we understand this sloka when it says he is a sustainer? The answer is he is the sustainer of this current Pancha Bhautika Sharira, the body that it possesses. But let's not wrongly understand that the Muktatma is the sustainer of all the living entities. This difference should be carefully noted. Otherwise, we may be talking a different school of thought. To summarize, the Atma is of same nature, whether it exists in Manushya Sharira, Deva Sharira, Pakshi Sharira, Pashu Sharira, Stavara Sharira. It doesn't matter. It is of same nature. But those who don't see the differences, they think the Atmas are divided. But those who know, they don't see the differences. They know the Atma is of same nature. It doesn't change. And that Atma supports the 5 elements in the form of this body, and it is that Atma which devours, meaning it eats and transforms things into different sub-byproducts. Avibhaktaṁ ca bhūteṣu, vibhaktam iva ca sthitam, bhūta-bhartṛ ca jñeyaṁ, grasiṣṇu prabhaviṣṇu ca.
Namaste. Hare Krishna.